said goodbye, the sky was clear, as if the heavens hadn't heard a thing. The constellations shimmered without mercy, while our silence outweighed everything. You reached into your pocket, pulled out nothing, only a trembling smile you couldn't hide. There were 1,000 words between our breathing, none of them brave enough to survive. When you turned and disappeared beyond the bridge, the river gathered pieces of the moon. I stood there long after your footsteps faded, listening to the water hum your tune. Some endings break like thunder through the dark. Ours faded slowly, like a distant spark. Love doesn't always ask us to hold on. Sometimes it gently asks us to release. Not because the feeling disappears, but because the heart deserves its peace. I kept the stars you couldn't carry, the dreams too heavy for your tired hands. I folded every promise into light and watched it drift across forgotten lands. You left with empty pockets, but never with an empty soul. I carried hope for both of us until my own heart learned to let it go. Even now the sky remembers, some love still shines after it's gone. Winter settled quietly around my life, painting every morning pale and slow. I learned the language spoken by old trees, how they surrender leaves they cannot hold. A little girl once handed me a feather saying, birds don't cry when seasons change. She smiled and ran before I thanked her, leaving wisdom wrapped in something strange. That tiny feather lives inside my book, beside a photograph that's softly warm. One reminds me how to keep believing, the other reminds me why I transformed. Together they became my compass when I could no longer trust the road. The bravest hearts aren't those untouched by loss, they're the ones that still believe in spring. Every frozen field remembers deep below exactly how to bloom again. I kept the stars you couldn't carry, not to hold you captive in my sky, but to make sure every dream we planted found somewhere beautiful to rise. If love was ever ours to borrow, then gratitude is mine to keep. You became a quiet constellation, lighting places memory couldn't reach. One day another soul may find me, standing where the dawn first meets the sea. She won't know the roads I've traveled, only the woman they allowed me to be. I'll tell her love is never measured by how long two people stay. It's measured by the light they leave behind when life gently pulls them different ways. And if she asks why I still watch the stars, I'll simply smile and say, they remind me that beautiful things can remain with us without remaining ours. I kept the stars you couldn't carry until they taught my heart to shine alone. Not lonely, not forgotten, just finally feeling like home. Now every midnight feels less empty, every sunrise holds a kind finished, became each chapter reached its perfect end. Some people leave us holding sorrow, you left me holding heaven instead. So tonight I'll lift my eyes above the silence, thank every star that learned my name, and send one gentle wish into the darkness. May your dreams always find their way. I'll keep no sadness, only starlight, the stars you couldn't carry, now shining softly inside me forever.
Found your old sweater folded in a drawer, still carrying a trace of winter I don't wear anymore. For a second I almost called your name, like the distance had forgotten why it came. The mirror caught a stranger in my eyes, not broken, not pretending, not disguised. A woman stitched together by the years, learning how to smile without her tears. The silence wasn't empty after all, it simply waited for my heart to fall into a softer rhythm of its own, a quiet place I'd never really known. Thought love ended when you walked away, but endings sometimes clear another sky. The stars I couldn't see through all that pain were only waiting for the night I loved the woman I became. After every shattered dream refused to stay the same. She learned that hearts can bloom again, even after standing in the coldest rain. If you ever wonder where my forever came from, it began the day I finally loved the woman I became. The streets still know the sound of both our names, but they no longer pull me back the same. Every cafe, every park, every passing train has become another chapter, not a chain. I wear my laughter like a favorite coat, light enough to let tomorrow float. I've stopped asking echoes to explain why some beautiful things cannot remain. Now every sunrise feels a little new, not because I stopped remembering you, but because remembering doesn't always hurt. Sometimes it simply honors what was worth. The heart was never made to only break, it's made to open wider after storms. The love we lose becomes the light that teaches us another form. I love the woman I became. After every shattered dream refused to stay the same. She gathered every broken piece, turned goodbye into a kind of peace. She learned that hearts can bloom again, even after standing in the coldest rain. If you ever wonder where my forever came from, it began the day I finally loved the woman I became. Someone new may someday hold my hand, not to rescue me, not to complete me, patient hope and quiet dignity. Love is no longer a place I search to find. It's the gentle voice alive inside me. And whoever hears that melody will know the truest part of me. The sun, she carries yesterday with grace, without letting it define her face. She still believes in honest hearts and unexpected beginnings after broken parts. When another love arrives, it won't replace what's gone before. It will meet the soul I've patiently been waiting for. Every tear became a river, every river found the sea. Every lonely night became the dawn that set me free. If forever has a home, it isn't somewhere far away. It's inside the woman who chose love anyway. And every morning when I whisper my own name, I remember I love the woman I became.
Still remember how your smile arrived, like sunlight slipping through a crowded station. You laughed before the world could ask our names, as if we'd skipped the awkward introductions. Spoke about the places you would go, while I was learning how to stay afloat. Two different hearts beneath the same blue sky, breathing the same air, with different kinds of hope. Watch your dreams stretch farther than the clouds. Mine were folded quietly inside my hands. Neither of us was wrong for who we were. We were simply growing toward different lands. Sometimes love is beautifully alive, yet born before the seasons understand. A flower can reach for all the light it finds, and still need time before it blooms. If we had met at the right time, maybe our tomorrow would have danced with mine. Maybe every almost would have turned into ours. Every goodbye into another sunrise. I don't regret the roads we couldn't share, or every dream that disappeared like air. 'Cause loving you still taught my heart how to recognize forever, even when it couldn't start. Years have carried both our names away, across unfamiliar cities and new faces.
Sometimes I wonder if your window glows the same warm gold beneath the evening rain. I hope somebody listens when you're tired, knows exactly when your silence needs a hand. I hope they notice little things you hide, like the way your eyes brighten with a simple plan. Life keeps writing stories neither of us chose, yet somehow kindness follows where love goes. Not every chapter asks for one more page. Some become the reason we can change. The clock was never cruel to you and me, it simply kept the promises anew. Some hearts arrived to stay forever, some arrived to make forever new. If we had met at the right time, maybe our tomorrow would have danced with mine. Maybe every almost would have turned into always, every goodbye into another sunrise. But I believe the love we couldn't keep still planted something beautiful and deep. Even unfinished stories leave behind a better version of the heart they find. There are nights I thank the stars for what we missed, because they gave us room to become ourselves. Love isn't measured by the years it owns, but by the courage it quietly leaves behind. I no longer chase another ending, I treasure the beginning that changed me. You became the gentle turning point between the girl I was and the woman I'd be. If we had met at the right time, perhaps we'd never know how strong these hearts could shine. Maybe forever wasn't waiting in your arms, but hidden in the lessons of your kindness. Now I greet tomorrow with open hands, no longer afraid of changing plans. The love we couldn't hold became the light that leads me safely through the longest nights. Some people stay beside us, some become the wind, quietly pushing every dream we've locked within. So wherever life has carried you tonight, may every dawn be gentle, every burden become light. And if our names are ever spoken by the rain again, I'll smile because we met, even if it wasn't then. There's a little road that bends beyond the hill, where the maple trees still dance against the wind. I slow my car each time I pass that place, like memory is waiting to step in. There was never really a front porch swing, no painted fence, no flowers by the gate, just conversations folded into dreams and promises too young to challenge fate. We spoke of Sunday mornings full of light, a kitchen humming softly with old songs. I pictured tiny footprints down the hall, believing every dream could carry on. The walls were never built with wood or stone, only with the hope we called our own. Some dreams don't disappear because they fail, they live inside the no fire ever warm that empty space. Love still built something beautiful, a place that time could never take away. The house we never lived in still feels like home in quiet ways. I wonder if another family now fills the silence where our dreams once stood. Maybe children race across the yard, turning ordinary moments into good. Maybe someone plants white roses there, waters them before the break of day. Maybe every season paints the porch with colors we once dreamed we'd someday name. And strangely, none of that brings any pain. It makes me smile to think that life goes on. Love was never meant to own a place. It teaches hearts where they belong. The future we imagined found another form, growing into peace instead of loss. I used to mourn what never came to life. Now I celebrate the hope it gave. Some blueprints are not meant for houses, they're meant for stronger hearts. The house we never lived in still opens every door inside my soul. It reminds me dreams are never wasted, even when they don't become our home. Every room became a lesson, every window learned to face the light. Love doesn't end with changing plans, it simply finds another sky. One day I'll build a different home, not from certainty but quiet trust, with someone who understands that forever grows in simple things. Fresh coffee before sunrise, hands reaching without a reason. 1,000 ordinary evenings, worth more than perfect fantasies. I'll hang my heart where laughter echoes freely, not because nothing was lost, but because everything I lost taught me what love is truly worth. The house we never lived in will always be a gentle part of me. Not a monument to heartbreak, but a garden where forgotten hopes still breathe. When I finally cross another doorway, I'll carry every lesson through the years. I'll know that love is more than destination, it's every faithful step that led me here. So if I ever pass that little road again, I'll smile instead of wondering what could have been. Because somewhere beyond those quiet trees, another dream is already waiting for me. And this time, when I open the front door, I'll bring a heart that no longer fears tomorrow. The house we never lived in helped me find the home I'll someday call my own. Wrote your name on paper made for strangers, not because I'd forgotten how it looked, but because some memories deserve a place where no one else would think to look. Outside, October folded into gold. The wind rehearsed a language through the trees. Inside my room, a candle held its flame, refusing every argument of the breeze. I filled the page with moments left unsaid, the tiny truths that always came too late. How your hand could calm the loudest parts of me. How love can arrive without a chosen date. I signed my heart beneath the final line, then watched the ink become a quiet sky. Some words are never meant to cross the sea. Some prayers are stronger when they're left unseen. Love doesn't disappear because it's still. It changes into something kind. The letter I never mailed still found its way into the woman I became. Every sentence healed a place inside I didn't know was calling out my name. You never read a single line, yet somehow every page set my soul free. Not every love needs one last goodbye. Sometimes forgiveness is enough to breathe. The mailbox stands beside an aging road, red paint fading underneath the years. I passed it more times than I can count, carrying hope wrapped carefully in fear. One afternoon I stopped and simply smiled, not because I changed my mind again, but because I finally understood. Some stories bloom without an ending. The sky looked wider than it used to seem. The birds flew low across the open field. Even the silence felt alive somehow, like time itself had quietly learned to heal. I placed the folded letter in my coat, closer to my heart than any stamp could go. I used to think completion meant farewell. Now I know peace can whisper without sound. The deepest kind of letting go is choosing not to throw love away. The letter I never mailed still echoes softly every time I breathe. It taught my heart that honest love doesn't vanish just because it leaves. Every memory found its place, not as a wound but gentle grace. The words I couldn't give to you returned a strength I never knew. If tomorrow places you before my eyes, I won't search for the missing years. I'll thank the life that shaped us both, the laughter, the distance, the hidden tears. Because loving someone isn't always holding on. Sometimes it's blessing every road they choose. Sometimes it's trusting that what was real can remain beautiful even after you lose. The letter I never mailed no longer waits inside a dusty drawer. Its heartbeat lives inside the way I open every unexpected door. Now when the autumn leaves descend, I welcome every changing wind. The past no longer asks for me, it beside my peace. One day another hand may reach for mine, not to erase the story left behind, but to write a brand new chapter in the light, with patient love that never needs to hide. Until that day, I'll carry quiet faith like moonlight resting on a silver trail. Some hearts are changed forever by the letter they never mailed.
Every evening, just before the stars appear, I leave one lamp glowing by the window. Not because I'm waiting for footsteps anymore, but because I remember what it means to hope. There was a season when the nights felt endless, when every silence sounded like your name. The moon would drift above the rooftop slowly, while I searched for answers that never came. Then one quiet autumn I stopped asking why. I let the wind carry what I couldn't hold. Some dreams are meant to walk beside us, not to stay until they grow old. Still that little light remained, teaching darkness how to soften. Love is not the echo of goodbye, it's the gentle courage left behind. Even after every door has closed, a faithful heart remembers how to shine. We were the light we left on long after the story reached its end. Not a flame that begged the night to stay, but one that welcomed dawn again. You became the warmth inside my memories, I became the peace inside your name. Though our roads were never meant to meet again, the love we shared was never lost in vain. I met an elderly couple in the park, holding hands without a single word. Their quiet smiles carried something timeless, more beautiful than anything I'd heard. I wondered if they ever stood where we did, unsure if tomorrow would survive. Maybe every lasting love begins with choosing kindness over pride. That afternoon stayed folded in my heart like a pressed flower inside a favorite book. It reminded me forever isn't perfect, it's found in every patient look. Since then I've learned that healing grows one ordinary day at a time. The sky never asks the sun to hurry, morning always arrives when it should. Love isn't measured by its ending, but by how deeply it changes us for good. We were the light we left on, a quiet glow that never asked for praise. Even after every chapter closed, it kept illuminating other days. You taught my heart to trust the morning. I learned that grace can wear your face. Though we couldn't hold forever, forever still remembered us with grace. If someone someday loves me gently, I'll open every hidden room inside my soul. Not because I've forgotten where I've been, but because you've already made me whole. The best part of loving you is never having
promised to return, not for yesterday to change its mind, but to remind me that the brightest love is the one that teaches another heart to find its own way home. And somewhere beyond this endless sky, I hope your window carries light too, because once together we became the light we left on.
Never met the girl who counted cracks running through the ceiling every sleepless night. The one who packed her dreams in smaller boxes, certain they were far too heavy for the light. You found me where the rain had finally stopped, and broken branches still embraced the ground. The world looked tired, washed in shades of gray, yet somehow hope was the first thing that you found. Didn't ask about the scars I wore. You spoke to me like they were part of art, not something waiting to be hidden, but constellations written on a heart. Your kindness never tried to change my past, it simply gave tomorrow room to last. Some people arrive like fire, my soul to dawn. We fell in love after the storm, when neither heart was searching anymore. Not because the skies were finally clear, but because we stopped being afraid of rain. You held my hand without pretending every hurt would disappear. You loved the woman standing here, not the version untouched by tears. And suddenly forever didn't feel impossible. It felt beautifully ordinary with you. Now every evening has its little rituals. Your favorite record spinning slow and warm, two steaming mugs beside the kitchen light, a blanket folded over weathered arms. We danced barefoot across the wooden floor, missing half the rhythm, laughing anyway. The smallest moments somehow grow enormous when your eyes convince the ordinary to stay. The seasons paint new colors on our porch, the years leave silver quietly in our hair. But every sunrise still surprises me, because your smile is always waiting there. Love has become less like a shooting star and more like breathing, steady, soft, and sure. The greatest miracles I've ever known never asked the world to stop and stare. They happened in the spaces in between, where faithful hearts choose to remain. We fell in love after the storm, after learning hope could wear a human face. Every gentle word you placed inside my hands became another safe and sacred place. No promises too bright to keep, no perfect fairy tale to chase, just two imperfect souls discovering how ordinary love can still be grace. If another storm should find our door someday, we'll light a candle instead of fearing the dark. We'll let the thunder tell its restless story, while our quiet heartbeat answers from within, because forever isn't built on clouds.
each time we choose each other again. Again when life is easy, again when it is not, again because love is a daily promise. We fell in love after the storm, and every season since has carried us along. The rain still visits every now and then, but it no longer sounds like loneliness. It sounds like windows wrapped in everlight, like your laughter echoing through the night, like every dream we almost stopped believing, finding one more reason to survive. If someone asks me where forever lives, I'll point to every ordinary day we've shared, to every quiet morning, every patient touch, every gentle truth we've never been afraid to bear. Because the strongest love I've ever known didn't rescue me from every storm. It simply stood beside me smiling until the storm became our song. When the sea learned to stay, I used to think the ocean only knew how to carry every precious thing away. Every wave arrived with open hands and disappeared before my heart could stay. I stood barefoot where the shoreline bent, collecting little shells of yesterday. Each one whispered names I couldn't keep, each tide erased another fragile trace. I wore loneliness like a borrowed coat, too heavy for the warmth I longed to find. Then you appeared without a grand arrival, just smiling like you had all the time. You never promised calm forever, only that you'd stand beside the waves. The horizon doesn't fear the endless blue, and meets the sea again with every dawn. Maybe faithful love is just like that, returning even after every storm. When the sea learned to stay, I found your heartbeat waiting in the tide. Every wave that once pulled dreams away now carried hope back to my side. You didn't silence all the storms, you taught me how to hear their song. Somewhere between the moon and morning light, the sea stopped saying goodbye. It whispered, you belong. We rented bicycles one summer day, following the road beside the coast. The breeze tangled laughter through my hair, turning ordinary hours into gold. You reach for every little passing joy, a child flying kites against the sky, a weathered fisherman mending worn-out nets, seagulls drawing circles way up high. You made me see the beauty hidden deep inside the moments people hurry through. Love wasn't waiting at the finish line, you lived in every step I took with you. The sunset folded softly into dust, painting quiet promises in amber hues. Some miracles don't fall from heaven fast, they rise like tides that faithfully return. Patient enough to reshape every shore, gentle enough to heal the earth. When the sea learned to stay, every fear I carried lost its name. The wind still traveled where they wished, but they no longer felt the same. Your hand became my lighthouse beam, your heart became my safest bay. simply by being here. No perfect words, no borrowed poetry, just two hearts still choosing each other. Long after the applause of youth has faded, when the sea learned to stay, I finally understood what peace could be. Not the absence of uncertainty, but the courage to believe. Every sunrise over restless water writes your name inside my soul. Every moonlight dancing on the waves reminds me love can make us whole. If tomorrow scatters streams like drifting shells, we'll gather them together, hand in hand, because home was never built from walls alone. It lives wherever your heart understands mine. So let the ocean keep its endless rhythm, let the seasons come and fade away. As long as you're beside me, the sea will always know how to stay.
I still leave one curtain open every night, just enough for dawn to find its way inside. The quiet settles gently on the floor, like it remembers footsteps from before. The coffee cools beside an empty chair, but somehow your laughter lingers in the air. The clock keeps moving without asking why, while I collect the colors from the sky. Some people say that time can blur a face, but yours keeps finding every hidden place. Even silence speaks with your soft tone, turning every lonely room into a home. If love is only measured by the miles, why does my heartbeat still arrive with yours? Why does tomorrow always wear your smile, waiting behind unopened doors? When the morning learns your name, I will meet the light again. Every sunrise paints your shadow softly on my skin. Even when the seasons change and every road is rearranged, my soul keeps walking where your gentle hands have been. No horizon is too wide, no passing year can redefine the promise growing quietly beneath the endless blue. If forever needs a voice, my heart has already made its choice. Every morning learns your name, because it first belonged to you. Rain collects like silver on the glass, tracing little stories as the hours pass. I never chase the echoes that remain, they always find their own way back again. The city wears 1,000 restless lights, yet none can calm these beautiful goodbyes. I carry tiny pieces of your grace inside the ordinary of each day. A stranger smiled exactly like you do. For one small breath, the whole world felt brand new. Maybe love survives in simple things, in the noticed moments wrapped with fragile wings. I never asked the
becoming can be. Where the morning learns your name, hope awakens once again. Every golden beam reminds me nothing true can disappear. Though the winds may carry us through unfamiliar skies and years, they cannot steal the language that our hearts continue hearing. I'll be the calm beyond the storm, the place your weary soul feels warm, the quiet melody that never fades from view. When tomorrow calls my name, I'll answer just the same. 'Cause every dream I've ever held still finds its way to you. And if the world forgets our story, dawn will write it in the light. Across the clouds, across the sea, across each fearless you. Every morning learns your name, and every morning I choose you.
The train arrived before the break of dawn, its windows filled with strangers passing by. I wasn't looking for another story, just somewhere to leave yesterday behind. And someone softly laughed a few rows back, a sound so warm it bent the morning air. I never saw your face that fleeting moment, only kindness floating everywhere. You spoke to someone sitting by your side, about the beauty hidden in small things, how every sunrise keeps a different color, how hope survives on quiet wings. Before our eyes would ever meet, your voice had already reached my heart. Some people enter through an open door, some arrive before they're ever seen. Love can begin inside a single sound, long before a touch exists. Your voice found me first, before your smile, before your name. You wrapped around the empty spaces nothing else could ever change. Like a melody remembering the lyrics I had lost for years, before our heads could intertwine. Your voice was already living here. Sometimes love doesn't ask permission, it simply becomes the air you breathe. Days unfolded into little conversations, coffee cooling while the hours disappear. You always listened past my careful answers, hearing truths I never volunteered. You noticed how I paused before I spoke, how certain songs would quiet all my words. You never rushed the silence in between, you treated every heartbeat as dessert. Some evenings we just watched the city glow, without needing to explain a thing. Your presence turned the ordinary golden, like autumn carried softly into spring. The world remained imperfect all around, yet somehow peace had learned my name. The loudest love was never meant for us, ours was written gently into time. 1,000 whispered moments, growing roots too deep for fear to ever find. Your voice found me first, before forever crossed our minds, before tomorrow had a shape, before the stars began to align. It carried warmth through every winter, light through every shade of blue. Long before I called you home, my heart both our hair. If laughter settles into softer echoes, promise me you'll still tell stories the way you did that very first morning. Not because I need reminding, but because your voice still teaches me that love is less about grand declarations and more about making another soul feel safe. Every good morning, every drive carefully, every I'm here, every quiet come home, those are the words that build forever. Your voice found me first, and it still leads me through every changing season. When the world grows loud with doubt, you're the calm beneath the reason. If the light should fade around us, if the years rewrite our days, I'll still recognize your heart inside the music of your voice. Because love isn't only seen in open eyes or held inside a photograph. Sometimes it lives inside familiar echoes that keep returning through the dark. So when the morning wakes before we do, and sunlight gently fills the room, say my name the way you always have, like it's the safest place you've ever known. Because before I ever loved your hands, your smile or your dreams, your voice found me first. And my heart has been following it ever since. The night we said goodbye, the sky was clear, as if the heavens hadn't heard a thing. The constellations shimmered without mercy, while our silence outweighed everything. You reached into your pocket, pulled out nothing, only a trembling smile you couldn't hide. There were 1,000 words between our breathing, none of them brave enough to survive. When you turned and disappeared beyond the bridge, the river gathered pieces of the moon. I stood there long after your footsteps faded, listening to the water hum your tune. Some endings break like thunder through the dark. Ours faded slowly like a distant spark. Love doesn't always ask us to hold on. Sometimes it gently asks us to release. Not because the feeling disappears, but because the heart deserves its peace. I kept the stars you couldn't carry, the dreams too heavy for your tired hands. I folded every promise into light and watched it drift across forgotten lands. You left empty pockets, but never with an empty soul. I carried hope for both of us until my own heart learned to let it go. Even now the sky remembers. Some love still shines after it's gone. Winter settled quietly around my life, painting every morning pale and slow. I learned the language spoken by old trees, how they surrender leaves they cannot hold. A little girl once handed me a feather, saying birds don't cry when seasons change. She smiled and ran before I thanked me why I transformed. Together they became my compass when I could no longer trust the road. The bravest hearts aren't those untouched by loss. They're the ones that still believe in spring. Every frozen field remembers deep below exactly how to bloom again. I kept the stars you couldn't carry, not to hold you captive in my sky, but to make sure every dream we planted found somewhere beautiful to rise. If love was ever ours to borrow, then gratitude is mine to keep. You became a quiet constellation, lighting places memory couldn't reach. One day another soul may find me standing where the dawn first meets the sea. She won't know the roads I've traveled, only the woman they allowed me to be. I'll tell her love is never measured by how long two people stay. It's measured by the light they leave behind when life gently pulls them different ways. And if she asks why I still watch the stars, I'll simply smile and say, they remind me that beautiful things can remain with us without remaining ours. I kept the stars you couldn't carry until they taught my heart to shine alone. Not lonely, not forgotten, just finally feeling like home. Now every midnight feels less empty, every sunrise holds a kinder hue. The sky no longer speaks of losing, it whispers all the ways we grew. I'll never count our story as unfinished. Every chapter reached its perfect end. Some people leave us holding sorrow. You left me holding heaven instead. So tonight I'll lift my eyes above the silence, thank every star that learned my name, and send one gentle wish into the darkness. May your dreams always find their way. I'll keep no sadness, only starlight, the stars you couldn't carry, now shining softly inside me forever. Found your old sweater folded in a drawer, still carrying a trace of winter I don't wear anymore. For a second I almost called your name, like the distance had forgotten why it came. The mirror caught a stranger in my eyes, not broken, not pretending, not disguised. A woman stitched together by the years, learning how to smile without her tears. The silence wasn't empty after all, it simply waited for my heart to fall into a softer rhythm of its own, a quiet place I'd never really known. I thought love ended when you walked away, but endings sometimes clear another sky. The stars I couldn't see through all that pain were only waiting for the night. I love the woman I became. After every shattered dream refused to stay the same, she gathered every broken piece, turned goodbye into a kind of peace. She learned that hearts can bloom again, even after standing in the coldest rain. If you ever wonder where my forever became. The streets still know the sound of both our names, but they no longer pull me back the same. Every cafe, every park, every passing train has become another chapter, not a chain. I wear my laughter like a favorite coat, light enough to let tomorrow float. I've stopped asking echoes to explain why some beautiful things cannot remain. Now every sunrise feels a little new, not because I stopped remembering you, but because remembering doesn't always hurt. Sometimes it simply honors what was worth. The heart was never made to only break, it's made to open wider after storms. The love we lose becomes the light that teaches us another form. I love the woman I became. After every shattered dream refused to stay the same, she gathered every broken piece, turned goodbye into a kind of peace. She learned that hearts can bloom again, even after standing in the coldest rain. If you ever wonder where my forever came from, it began the day I finally loved the woman I became. Someone new may someday hold my hand, not to rescue me, not to complete me, but to walk beside the life I built with patient hope and quiet dignity. Love is no longer a place I search to find, it's the gentle voice alive inside me, and whoever hears that melody will know the truest part of me. I love the woman I have become, with every scar reflecting little pieces of the sun. She carries yesterday with grace, without letting it define her face. She still believes in honest hearts, an unexpected beginning after broken parts. When another love arrives, it won't replace what's gone before. It will meet the soul I've patiently been waiting for. Every tear became a river, every river found the sea. Every lonely night became the dawn that set me free. If forever has a home, it isn't somewhere far away. It's inside the woman who chose love anyway. And every morning when I whisper my own name, I remember I love the woman I became.
I still remember how your smile arrived like sunlight slipping through a crowded station. You laughed before the world could ask our names, as if we'd skipped the awkward introductions. You spoke about the places you would go, while I was learning how to stay afloat. Two different hearts beneath the same blue sky, breathing the same air with different kinds of hope. I watched your dreams stretch farther than the clouds. Mine were folded quietly inside my hands. Neither of us was wrong for who we were. We were simply growing toward different lands. Sometimes love is beautifully alive, yet born before the seasons understand. A flower can reach for all the light it finds, and still need time before it blooms. If we had met at the right time, maybe your tomorrow would have danced with mine. Maybe every almost would have turned into always, every goodbye into another sunrise. I don't regret the roads we couldn't share, or every dream that disappeared like air, because loving you still taught my heart how to recognize forever
even when it couldn't start. Years have carried both our names away, across unfamiliar cities and new faces. Sometimes I wonder if your window glows the same warm gold beneath the evening rain. I hope somebody listens when you're tired, knows exactly when your silence needs a hand. I hope they notice little things you hide, like the way your eyes brighten with a simple plan. Life keeps writing stories neither of us chose, yet somehow kindness follows where love goes. Not every chapter asks for one more page. Some become the reason we can change. The clock was never cruel to you and me. It simply kept the promises it knew. Some hearts arrived to stay forever. Some arrived to make forever new. If we had met at the right time, maybe your tomorrow would have danced with mine. Maybe every almost would have turned into always, every goodbye into another sunrise. But I believe the love we couldn't keep still planted something beautiful and deep. Even unfinished stories leave behind a better version of the heart they find. There are nights I thank the stars for what we missed, because they gave us room to become ourselves. Love isn't measured by the years it owns, but by the courage it quietly leaves behind. I no longer chase another ending. I treasure the beginning that changed me. You became the gentle turning point between the girl I was and the woman I'd be. If we had met at the right time, perhaps we never know how strong these hearts could shine. Maybe forever wasn't waiting in your arms, but hidden in the lessons of your kindness. Now I greet tomorrow with open hands, no longer afraid of changing plans. The love we couldn't hold became the light that leads me safely through the longest nights. Some people stay beside us, some become the wind, quietly pushing every dream we've locked within. So wherever life has carried you tonight, may every dawn be gentle, every burden become light. And if our names are ever spoken by the rain again, I'll smile because we met, even if it wasn't then.
There's a little road that bends beyond the hill, where the maple trees still dance against the wind. I slow my car each time I pass that place, like memory is waiting to step in. There was never really a front porch swing, no painted fence, no flowers by the gate, just conversations folded into dreams, and promises too young to challenge fate. He spoke of Sunday mornings full of light, the kitchen humming softly with old songs. I pictured tiny footprints down the hall, believing every dream could carry on. The walls were never built with wood or stone, only with the hope we called our own. Some dreams don't disappear because they fail, they live inside the hearts that dare to dream. Even unfinished places leave behind
house we never lived in still feels like home in quiet ways. I wonder if another family now fills the silence where our dreams once stood. Maybe children race across the yard, turning ordinary moments into good. Maybe someone plants white roses there, waters them before the break of day. Maybe every season paints the porch with colors we once dreamed we'd someday name. And strangely, none of that brings any pain. It makes me smile to think that life goes on. Love was never meant to own a place. It teaches hearts where they belong. The future we imagine found another form, growing into peace instead of loss. I used to mourn what never came to life. Now I celebrate the hope it gave. Some blueprints are not meant for houses, they're meant for stronger hearts. The house we never lived in still opens every door inside my soul. It reminds me dreams are never wasted, even when they don't become our home. Every room became a lesson, every window learned to face the light. Love doesn't end with changing plans, it simply finds another sky. One day I'll build a different home, not from certainty but quiet trust, with someone who understands that forever grows in simple things. Fresh coffee before sunrise, hands reaching without a reason. 1,000 ordinary evenings, worth more than perfect fantasies. I'll hang my heart where laughter echoes freely, not because nothing was lost, but because everything I lost taught me what love is truly worth. The house we never lived in will always be a gentle part of me, not a monument to heartbreak, but a garden where forgotten hopes still breathe. When I finally cross another doorway, I'll carry every lesson through the years. I'll know that love is more than destination, it's every faithful step that led me here. So if I ever pass that little road again, I'll smile instead of wondering what could have been, because somewhere beyond those quiet trees, another dream is already waiting for me. And this time, when I open the front door, I'll bring a heart that no longer fears tomorrow. The house we never lived in, help me find the home I'll someday call my own. Wrote your name on paper made for strangers, not because I'd forgotten how it looked, but because some memories deserve a place where no one else would think to look. Outside October folded into gold. The wind rehearsed a language through the trees. Inside my room, a candle held its flame, refusing every argument of the breeze. I filled the page with moments left unsaid, the tiny truths that always came too late. How your hand could calm the loudest parts of me. How love can arrive without a chosen date. I signed my heart beneath the final line, then watched the ink become a quiet sky. Some words are never meant to cross the sea. Some prayers are stronger when they're left unseen. Love doesn't disappear because it's still, it changes into something kind. The letter I never met still found its way into the woman I became. Every sentence healed a place inside I didn't know was calling out my name. You never read a single line, yet somehow every page set my soul free. Not every love needs one last goodbye. Sometimes forgiveness is enough to breathe. The mailbox stands beside an aging road, red paint fading underneath the years. I passed it more times than I can count, carrying hope wrapped carefully in fear. One afternoon I stopped and simply smiled, not because I changed my mind again, but because I finally understood. Some stories bloom without an ending. The sky looked wider than it used to seem. The birds flew low across the open field. Even the silence felt alive somehow, like time itself had quietly learned to heal. I placed the folded letter in my coat, closer to my heart than any stamp could go. I used to think completion meant farewell. Now I know peace can whisper without sound. The deepest kind of letting go is choosing not to throw love away. The letter I never met still echoes softly every time I breathe. It taught my heart that honest love doesn't vanish just because it leaves. Every memory found its place, not as a wound but gentle grace. The words I couldn't give to you returned to strength I never knew. If tomorrow places you before my eyes, I won't search for the missing years. I'll thank the life that shaped us both, the laughter, the distance, the hidden tears. 'Cause loving someone isn't always holding on. Sometimes it's blessing every road they choose. Sometimes it's trusting that what was real can remain beautiful even after you lose. The letter I never met no longer waits inside a dusty drawer. Its heartbeat lives inside the way I open every unexpected door. Now when the autumn leaves descend, I welcome every changing wind. The past no longer asks for me, it gently walks beside my peace. One day another hand may reach for mine, not to erase the story left behind, but to write a brand new chapter in the light, with patient love that never needs to hide. Until that day, I'll carry quiet faith, like moonlight resting on a silver trail.
are changed forever by the letter they never mailed.
Every evening, just before the stars appear, I leave one lamp glowing by the window. Not because I'm waiting for footsteps anymore, but because I remember what it means to hope. There was a season when the nights felt endless, when every silence sounded like your name. The moon would drift above the rooftop slowly, while I searched for answers that never came. Then one quiet autumn I stopped asking why. I let the wind carry what I couldn't hold. Some dreams are meant to walk beside us, not to stay until they grow old. Still that little light remained, teaching darkness how to soften. Love is not the echo of goodbye, it's the gentle courage left behind. Even after every door has closed, a faithful heart remembers how to shine. We were the light we left on long after the story reached its end. Not a flame that begged the night to stay, but one that welcomed dawn again. You became the warmth inside my memories, I became the peace inside your name. Though our roads were never meant to meet again, the love we shared was never lost in vain. I met an elderly couple in the park, holding hands without a single word. Their quiet smiles carried something timeless, more beautiful than anything I'd heard. I wondered if they ever stood where we did, unsure if tomorrow would survive. Maybe every lasting love begins with choosing kindness over pride. That afternoon stayed folded in my heart, like a pressed flower inside a favorite book. It reminded me forever isn't perfect, it's found in every patient look. Since then I've learned that healing grows one ordinary day at a time. The sky never asks the sun to hurry, morning always arrives when it should. Love isn't measured by its ending, but by how deeply it changes us for good. We were the light we left on, a quiet glow that never asked for praise. Even after every chapter closed, it kept illuminating other days. You taught my heart to trust the morning, I learned that grace can wear your face. Though we couldn't hold forever, forever still remembered us with grace. If someone someday loves me gently, I'll open every hidden room inside my soul. Not because I've forgotten where I've been, but because you've already made me whole. The best part of loving you was never having all the answers. It was discovering that tenderness can survive every unanswered question, that hope can bloom where certainty never could.
sorrow. So every night when evening finds my home, that single lamp still quietly shines. Not for the past to return, not for yesterday to change its mind, but to remind me that the brightest love is the one that teaches another heart to find its own way home. And somewhere beyond this endless sky, I hope your window carries light too. Because once together we became the light we left on. You never met the girl who counted cracks running through the ceiling every sleepless night. The one who packed her dreams in smaller boxes, certain they were far too heavy for the light. You found me where the rain had finally stopped, when broken branches still embraced the ground. The world looked tired, washed in shades of gray, yet somehow hope was the first thing that you found. You didn't ask about the scars I wore, you spoke to me like they were part of art, not something waiting to be hidden, but constellations written on a heart. Your kindness never tried to change my past, it simply gave tomorrow room to last. Some people arrive like fireworks above, brilliant for a moment, then they're gone. We came like morning through an open window, quiet enough to teach my soul the dawn. We fell in love after the storm, when neither heart was searching anymore. Not because the skies were finally clear, but because we stopped being afraid of rain. You held my hand without pretending, every hurt would disappear. You loved the woman standing here, not the version untouched by tears. And suddenly forever didn't feel impossible, it felt beautifully ordinary with you. Every evening has its little rituals, your favorite record spinning slow and warm, two steaming mugs beside the kitchen light, a blanket folded over weathered arms. We danced barefoot across the wooden floor, missing half the rhythm, laughing anyway. The smallest moments somehow grow enormous when your eyes convince the ordinary to stay. The seasons paint new colors on our porch, the years leave silver quietly in our hair. But every sunrise still surprises me, because your smile is always waiting there. Love has become less like a shooting star and more like breathing, steady, soft and sure. The greatest miracles I've ever known never asked the world to stop and stare. They happened in the spaces in between, where faithful hearts choose to remain. We fell in love after the storm, after learning hope could wear a human face. Every gentle word you placed inside my hands became another safe and sacred place. No promises too bright to keep, no perfect fairy tale to chase, just two imperfect souls discovering how ordinary love can still be grace. If another storm should find our door someday, we'll light light a candle instead of fearing the dark. We'll let the thunder tell its restless story, while our quiet heartbeat answers from within. Because forever isn't built on cloudless skies, it's built each time we choose each other again. Again when life is easy, again when it is not. Again, because love is a daily promise. We fell in love after the storm, and every season since has carried us along. The rain still visits every now and then, but it no longer sounds like loneliness. It sounds like windows wrapped in everlight, like your laughter echoing through the night. Like every dream we almost stopped believing, finding one more reason to survive. If someone asks me where forever lives, I'll point to every ordinary day we've shared, to every quiet morning, every patient touch, every gentle truth we've never been afraid to bear. Because the strongest love I've ever known didn't rescue me from every storm. It simply stood beside me, smiling, until the storm became our song. I used to think the ocean only knew how to carry every precious thing away. Every wave arrived with open hands and disappeared before my heart could stay. I stood barefoot where the shoreline bent, collecting little shells of yesterday. Each one whispered names I couldn't keep, each tide erased another fragile trace. I wore loneliness like a borrowed coat, too heavy for the warmth I longed to find. Then you appeared without a grand arrival, just smiling like you had all the time. You never promised calm forever, only that you'd stand beside the waves. The horizon doesn't fear the endless blue, it meets the sea again with every dawn. Maybe faithful love is just like that, returning even after every storm. When the sea learned to stay, I found your heartbeat waiting in the tide. Every wave that once pulled dreams away now carried hope back to my side. You didn't silence all the storms, you taught me how to hear their song. Somewhere between the moon and morning light, the sea stopped saying goodbye. It whispered, you belong. We rented bicycles one summer day, following the road beside the coast. The breeze tangled laughter through my hair, turning ordinary hours into gold. You reach for every little passing joy, a child flying kites against the sky, a weathered fisherman mending worn-out nets, seagulls drawing circles way up high. You made me see the beauty hidden deep inside the moments people hurry through. Love wasn't waiting at the finish line, it lived in every step I took with you. The sunset folded softly into dusk, painting quiet promises in amber hues. Some miracles don't fall from heaven fast, they rise like touches us. Let's find the shoreline one more time. We'll leave two weather chairs in the sand, watching evening gather with the tide. We'll count the stars instead of worries, the waves instead of passing years. And if the ocean asks what love looks like, we'll answer simply by being here. No perfect words, no borrowed poetry, just two hearts still choosing each other, long after the applause of youth has faded. When the sea learned to stay, I finally understood what peace could be. Not the absence of uncertainty, but the courage to believe. Every sunrise over restless water writes your name inside my soul. Every moonlight dancing on the waves reminds me love can make us whole. If tomorrow scatters dreams like drifting shells, we'll gather them together hand in hand. Because home was never built from walls alone, it lives wherever your heart understands mine. So let the ocean keep its endless rhythm. Let the seasons come and fade away. As long as you're beside me, the sea will always know how to stay. How to stay. Where the morning learns your name, I still leave one curtain open every night, just enough for dawn to find its way inside. The quiet settles gently on the floor, like it remembers footsteps from before. The coffee cools beside an empty chair, but somehow your laughter lingers in the air. The clock keeps moving without asking why, while I collect the colors from the sky. Some people say that time can blur a face, but yours keeps finding every hidden place. Even silence speaks with your soft tone, turning every lonely room into a home. If love is only measured by the miles, why does my heartbeat still arrive with yours? Why does tomorrow always wear your smile, waiting behind unopened doors? Where the morning learns your name, I will meet the light again. Every sunrise paints your shadow softly on my skin. Even when the seasons change and every road is rearranged, my soul keeps walking where your gentle hands have been. No horizon is too wide, no passing year can be defined. The promise growing quietly beneath the endless blue. If forever needs a voice, my heart has already made its choice. Every morning learns your name, because it first belonged to you. Rain collects like silver on the glass, tracing little stories as the hours pass. I never chase the echoes that remain. They always find their own way back again. The city wears 1,000 restless lights, yet none can calm these beautiful goodbyes. I carry tiny pieces of your grace inside the ordinary of each day. A stranger smiled exactly like you do. For one small breath, the whole world felt brand new. Maybe love survives in simple things, in unnoticed moments wrapped with fragile wings. I never asked the stars to change their flight. I only wish they guide your dreams to mine. Across the distance wrapped around tonight, our hearts refuse to fall behind. Where the morning learns your name, I will meet the light again. Every sunrise paints your shadow softly on my skin. Even when the seasons change and every road is rearranged, my soul keeps walking where your gentle hands have been. No horizon is too wide, no passing year can redefine the promise growing quietly beneath the endless blue. If forever needs a voice, my heart has already made its choice. Every morning learns your name, because it first belonged to you. Maybe love was never meant to conquer time. Maybe it becomes a quiet rhythm underneath it. The rivers never question where they meet the sea. They simply keep believing, so I'll keep becoming every better version of myself. Not because the waiting asks it of me, but because loving you has taught my heart how beautiful becoming can be. Where the morning learns your name, hope awakens once again. Every golden beam reminds me nothing true can disappear. Though the winds may carry us through unfamiliar skies and years, they cannot steal the language that our hearts continue hearing. I'll be the calm beyond the storm, the place your weary soul feels warm, the quiet melody that never fades from view. When tomorrow calls my name, I'll answer just the same, 'cause every dream I've ever held still finds its way to you. And if the world forgets our story, dawn will write it in the light. Across the clouds, across the sea, across each fearless you. Every morning learns your name, and every morning I choose you.
The train arrived before the break of dawn, its windows filled with strangers passing by. I wasn't looking for another story, just somewhere to leave yesterday behind. And someone softly laughed a few rows back, a sound so warm it bent the morning air. I never saw your face that fleeting moment, only kindness floating everywhere. You spoke to someone sitting by your side about the beauty hidden in small things, how every sunrise keeps a different color, how hope survives on quiet wings before our eyes would ever meet. Your voice had already reached my heart. Some people enter through an open door, some arrive before a smile before your name. You're wrapped around the empty spaces, and nothing else could ever change. Like a melody remembering the lyrics I had lost for years. Before our hands could intertwine, your voice was already living here. Sometimes love doesn't ask permission, it simply becomes the air you breathe. Days unfolded into little conversations, coffee cooling while the hours disappeared. You always listened past my careful answers, hearing truths I never volunteered. You noticed how I paused before I spoke, how certain songs would quiet all my words. You never rushed the silence in between, you treated every heartbeat as deserved. Some evenings we just watched the city glow without needing to explain a thing. Your presence turned the ordinary golden, like autumn carries softly into spring. The world remained imperfect all around, yet somehow peace had learned my name. Oh, this love was never meant for us. Ours was written gently into time. A thousand whispered moments growing roots too deep for fear to ever find. Your voice found me first, before forever crossed our minds. Before tomorrow had a shape, before the stars began to align. It carried warmth through every winter, light through every shade of blue. Long before I called you home, my heart was already calling you. If years should silver both our hair, if laughter settles into softer echoes, promise me you'll still tell stories the way you did that very first morning. Not because I need reminding, but because your voice still teaches me that love is less about grand declarations and more about making another soul feel safe. Every good morning, every drive carefully, every I'm here, every quiet come home. Those are the words that build forever. Your voice found me first, and it still leads me through every changing season. When the world grows loud with doubt, you're the calm beneath the reason. If the lights should fade around us, if the years rewrite our days, I'll still recognize your heart inside the music of your voice. Because love isn't only seen in open eyes or held inside a photograph. Sometimes it lives inside familiar echoes that keep returning through the dark. So when the morning wakes before we do, and sunlight gently fills the room, say my name the way you always have, like it's the safest place you've ever known. Because before I ever loved your hands, your smile, or your dreams, your voice found me first, and my heart has been following it